These are the stories topping the news. Police investigate shooting in Newtown, St. Lucia to develop geothermal energy, and Australia mourns Sydney siege victims. Good afternoon and welcome to ZIZ's Midday Newscast for Tuesday, December 16th, 2014. I am JD Keynes. Now for the news in detail. Police are investigating a shooting incident in Newtown this morning that has put a young man in the hospital. According to reports, Keyshawn Richin of Newtown was shot today at about 7:50 a.m. on Sandown Road. He is currently warded at the GNF General Hospital. No one has been taken into custody as yet. The police are asking anyone with information about this incident to call the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. The National Carnival Committee has announced the order of appearance of the Calypsonians participating in the Best of the Rest competition. The competition puts the spotlight on Calypsonians who are known for their witty and humorous lyrics. The night begins with Lala, followed by Lord Matt, Paula, Watusi, Unexpected, Rockefeller, Luscious, Singing Jennifer, Honesty, Hot Rod. Carnival Committee Chairman Sylvester Anthony told ZIZ that their goal is to show appreciation for various genres of calypso and cater to the fans of witty calypso.
We need to begin to focus on the different genres in calypso. In the same way we look at groovy and power in terms of manner, we need to look at different genres in the calypso arena and begin to allow for some competition and some rewarding of the different, art forms. That is really what we're trying to do. And for the calypso lovers, there are those of us who prefer one over the other or like both equally. And so what we're trying to do is to create those opportunities for the artists to demonstrate their skill and expertise, and for the fans to enjoy the different areas in terms of the art form.
The Best of the Rest competition takes place tonight at 8 at the Sugar Mill at Warner Park. Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas, has described the Bolivian Alliance for the People of America, ALBA, as an example of cooperation to improve healthcare, education, culture, and finance. He has said that it also demonstrates an alternative way for human development. Speaking at the 13th summit in Havana, Cuba, Prime Minister Douglas pointed out that St. Kitts and Nevis recognizes ALBA as an institution to expand cooperation and integration among southern nations. He noted that the bloc is the means through which the countries of the region continue fighting for sustainability and prosperity. Dr. Douglas added that collaboration will be instrumental to overcome obstacles and meet the challenges to achieve stability and development. On Sunday, St. Kitts and Nevis and Grenada joined the Bolivian Alliance for the People of American Peoples Trade Agreement during the 13th summit of the organization. We move now to news on the regional scene. St. Lucia is moving full steam ahead with its plans to develop geothermal energy. The initiative could bear fruit in the next 3 years. So far, the project has received the backing of the World Bank and the New Zealand government. A combined total of US $2.8 million in financial and technical assistance grants has been invested into the geothermal project by the two. DBS's Kendall Burton tells us more.
According to the Permanent Secretary in the Sustainable Development Ministry, the first phase of the project will take the shape of a feasibility study to assess the capability to generate within 3 specific areas in Soufriere. That study will take place between January and March of 2015 and will include a social and environmental impact component.
There is also a requirement of the World Heritage Committee as the Soufriere area is a designated World Heritage Site. And we have to be in compliance with the requirements of the World Heritage Committee as well.
The ministry says it expects to complete surface exploration within a year, during which time the final details of a power purchase agreement with the St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited will be worked out, putting the generation of geothermal energy within the island's reach.
It is a very exciting period now for us. Geothermal is really moving, the geothermal initiative is moving in leaps and bounds. We've never seen such input into this initiative in the past. We've had some exploratory drilling in the past, but these were part of a speculative type of initiative without a clear roadmap.
The government hopes to begin exploratory drilling within the next 3 years. For the DBS News World, Kendall Burton reporting.
Bahamas' Prime Minister Perry Christie is predicting a bright future for the country's tourism industry. Prime Minister Christie was in attendance at the Ministry of Tourism as the Ministry of Tourism announced big initiatives for the island.
Bahamas is poised for a major economic turnaround with increased air and sea arrivals in the pipeline for this island. The Bahamas celebration, which was out of operation since October 31st, is preparing to relaunch its service between the port of Palm Beach, Florida and Grand Bahama through a new cruise line. The MS Grand celebration will make its first call to Grand Bahama in early February next year. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie was on island for the big announcement.
The new Grand Celebration replacement ship comes with 50% increased capacity and projects some 280,000, I am told, year-round passengers, with not less than 100,000 electing to purchase a 2 or more night stay in Grand Bahama. Combination with the cruise boosting room nights sold from just under 50,000 in 2014 to 125,000 minimum in 2015. The ownership has also committed to create new job opportunities for not less than 300 Bahamians in the first phase of their operations, and ultimately hopes Bahamians can qualify for 100% of the 632 jobs on this Grand Bahama-based ship.
The introduction of a new $100 million vessel by Balearia Caribbean is also good news for the nation's second city. The new superfast cruise ferry has a passenger capacity of 1,000, which is almost 3 times the capacity of the vessel that now services the island from the port of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This upgrade is expected to provide up to 30 new direct jobs for Bahamians and 150 indirect jobs.
The company is further solidifying its relationship and partnership with Grand Bahama Island by moving all its call center sales from the United States to Grand Bahama Island, supporting the Ministry of Tourism initiative.
Prime Minister Christie said as his government works to improve Grand Bahama's tourism product, they were able to decrease spending in this area. He also announced that the Ministry of Tourism is about to launch a new $3 million South Florida promotional campaign dedicated to Grand Bahama using the theme, The Grand Life.
I'm pleased also to say that the government and Sunwing are pursuing further expansion and involvement in Grand Bahama, which could further enhance the tourism product and further boost tourism performance.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Internationally, Australia is mourning the victims of yesterday's siege in a Sydney cafe. Crowds gathered in the city's business district where 3 people, including the hostage taker, died in the police operation.
People started to lay flowers here in Martin Place first thing on Tuesday morning Australian time, and you can see now how it's become a real carpet in the middle of Martin Place. The Lint Cafe, where the siege happened, is just a few metres further up the square. A big crowd, there are lots of media here, but there are lots and lots of Sydney-siders here, desperately upset by what unfolded, the day that many feel Sydney lost its innocence. Over here I've just met Emma Holmes. Emma, you've just come down. You felt the need to be here, to see the flowers, to sign the book. Why did you come down?
I think it's just been a very sad day for Sydney. Personally, I'm the same age as Katrina Dawson. I've got 1 child. I just found that very difficult, and I think it's the saddest thing about all of this is the beautiful Muslim community and how that's going to affect them. So it's a very sad day.
That's something I've heard a lot here, that people are very concerned about any backlash, determined that that won't happen. Do you have confidence in your fellow Australians that that won't happen?
I really do, but I just think that this world is divided enough, and things like this don't help. And I know I do take a bit of comfort in thinking this was a lone operator, and that's given me a lot of comfort to think that, perhaps he's gone now and we can all move forward in a united way.
Emma, thank you very much for talking to us. There's a real feeling here that Sydney changed overnight, Monday into Tuesday, that this city will never quite be the same again.
6 people have been shot dead and at least one other wounded in 3 locations near Philadelphia, officials in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania say. Montgomery County police are seeking the suspected gunman, identified as 35-year-old Bradley William Stone.
This morning, a massive manhunt for an alleged killer of 6. Authorities heading deep into the Pennsylvania woods looking for this man, Bradley William Stone, a former Marine sergeant on the run, possibly wearing military fatigues. Monday evening, a motorist told police that a man fitting Stone's description tried to carjack him at knife point in Doylestown, the alleged victim firing shots at the suspect, who then fled the scene. Police desperately searching for Stone for more than 24 hours. Police say the 35-year-old, who is known to use a cane or walker, shot and killed his 33-year-old ex-wife, Nicole Hill Stone, early Monday morning in Harleysville, taking their 2 daughters from the home and dropping them off safely at a neighbor's house at 5 a.m.
I heard 3 or 4 gunshots, and I heard the kids yelling, saying, "Mommy, no, no, Mommy, no." And he just said, "We gotta go."
Earlier around 3 a.m., police also believe Stone killed his ex-wife's sister and nearly her entire family, including a 14-year-old. Then, around 4:25 a.m., police found the bodies of his ex-wife's mother and grandmother, one town away in Lansdale. SWAT teams surrounding Stone's house in Pennsburg, but once inside, no sign of him.
We alarmed our house and made sure that everything was locked. All the shades were drawn, and we were safe.
And now for the weather. Today's skies will be cloudy with occasional showers. Temperatures are expected to reach a high of 28 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Light winds will be blowing from the east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. This evening's skies are also expected to be cloudy with occasional showers. Sunset will be at 5:41 p.m. And that's it for ZIZ's Midday Newscast. Join us at 6:30 and 7 p.m. for the major news package. I have been your presenter, JD Keynes. Have a great afternoon.